You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. I don't know if this is going to be the Retron, you know, the Retron 5 you have seen from Hyperkin. I think this is something different. I think it's something... or maybe it's any good. The question remains, what are we going to get? It comes with Famicom games or Mega Drive combination. It's really weird. But nevertheless, I just wanted to check it out for you, just to see what are we going to get. So there is no HDMI, so this is going to be some old school one. So it says it plays NES 8-bit cartridges and Sega Genesis. We're going to just slap some game cartridge in here, just actually to see what we're going to get. Yeah, it's a little bit bust up. Oh man, that's already unfortunate. But that doesn't matter, and let's see what are we going to get in the inside. So it's brand new. I bought it from AliExpress just to see actually for you guys, is it any good to picking it up. So the controllers, oh boy, they did some weird things with it. And with weird things, I mean, look at this, like, they look so weird. They look really cheap and they are quite sturdy, but I was getting the feeling the D-pads of these things, or the floating D-pads, are way too high compared with the original controller. But it also makes the thing feeling really weird. We have the slow button, you know. Can you still remember the days, that slow button, you're pressing it and it goes to start every single time. Super annoying. I've always found it really pointless. Play Famicom games with the same controller. So the weight of the console feels quite nice, to be honest. Like, it's not the cheap you have seen before. And that is quite surprising. Over here we're going to get the switch, and the switch is quite interesting design. Pressing it up, it goes to the Famicom. Pressing it down, it goes into the Mega Drive or Genesis. Okay, so we have a reset button over here, 2 cartridge slot, so we can talk together, sing together. But okay, you're getting the point. At the back we do have like a lot of options. We do have HDMI in, like, see, this is the thing that that's kind of weird. It doesn't even show HDMI on the box. Okay, but it does have HDMI. Yeah, okay, that is quite confusing. So like I'm saying, you do have like the option for an aspect ratio over here, and we do have like 2 switches for different regions. AV out, micro, here we go, micro USB for the power. So this thing will be booted up within 5 volt, and of course the HDMI. Surprising. And the power supply is quite decent quality. Like, when you're looking at this, take consideration when you're buying these things from AliExpress, you always need to like check the box with like which kind of version you're having. And if you don't have the box, double check if you actually go to get the European or the US version of where you're living. I think these things are like multi-volt or multi-region. So you can see over here we have like 100 volts to 240 volts. It's more the moment of the plug over here. But again, like, it's just micro USB. I think you can even use like a normal phone charger if you want to. The thing is only 1 amp, so that's not even that much, to be honest. And of course an HDMI cable, a very long one, not going to need it, so that one goes back in the box. But let's take a close look at the Famicom part and of course the Sega Mega Drive part. So it has like multiple games, PAL games, let's say different like regions, and of course we go to try out the converter, everything. Let's see like actually what can we play with this thing, because I am really curious now. Okay, so it's actually like a Famicom player, so the normal cartridges will not fit in this thing. Yeah, boo-hoo. Okay, so putting the game in, it's going to be super easy. We do have like a lot of space in the cartridge slot. Another thing I really like is that you can pull out the games fairly easy. Let's boot this thing on and let's see if it's going to be actually working. Another thing, we're also going to need to play with a Sega Mega Drive control. I wanted to say that actually, but this thing is so freaking loud. Let's lower the volume. Just wanted to do a quick gameplay of this, just actually how this works out. So far so good, everything seems to be working fine. A very beautiful image comes out of the system itself. So let's mess around with the aspect ratio. Oh, you don't need to do that. And let's give it a reset. So the aspect ratio doesn't do anything. That's just a fact. Okay, so that is a little bit of a bummer that you cannot really change it out. But after reboot, it seems to be booting himself in the 4:3 aspect ratio, so that's great. So when it comes to all of those features, that seems to be working just fine. Okay, so the controller's absolutely garbage when it comes to the controls. This doesn't do anything at all, like they play absolutely horrible. Oh boy. See, this is what I mean with the slow button. That's so bad. The next thing I wanted to try out is of course the Mega Drive part. I'm just being honest, like I was really curious about it, even more than the Famicom part. We have like a lot of cheap stuff, like cheap HDMI stuff over there, but I just wanted to check out how this actually works if we're going to get a good image. Okay, so that is cool that I'm going to see this because it means like the region look seems to be still working. Alright, so let's turn this thing in a different region. I think it's this switch and I need to have. Let's put it back. Come on. Ooh, that's a little bit of a problem that it doesn't recognize the switch. Oh, there we go. Holy crap. Okay, still having this weird thing going on. Okay, so let's go mess around with the other settings. I don't know if this have any effect on it. Do I going to get a better signal? Nope, not going to get any better signal out there. Let's put the express ratio bed in position. 16:9. No, so I did have this problem earlier with some of the systems that we have like this weird thing going on with PAL games. That is a problem. So where are we going to put it in PAL mode? It will give like a completely messed up signal, and with a different region like Japan, now it seems to be working up. So basically when I started with like the PAL, like the PAL version I'm like used to, that does work, get this weird messed up screen. But this thing is also supported basically in the Japanese region. Okay, audio time. And just to be honest, like you do have like that weird bing 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 bing. That sounds a little bit different, but overall. Okay, so let's get into the gameplay. So this is what we're going to get with the Retroid 2-in-1, and I'm just going to be honest with you, it's like this is a quite interesting, like say, concept. The controller, yeah, absolutely garbage. I really hated it. But the thing is, the system does have like the issues like all those Mega Drive clones with the audio. But when you're looking at the overall quality, like it do have like a decent signal out, multi-region, aspect ratio, and we having like the 2 slots for playing games and built-in games. Yeah, even the built-in games on Mega Drive were not super great. But yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think of those dual systems. Would you like consider picking it up? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, and it would be great to see you in the next video. Yeah.